Alright, welcome back. Project Ozone 3, LD7 style. We got our smeltery all built up. I made a double layer, moved some things over, got some lava, everything like that. I just cut it out because it's boring. Built a new platform for all the tinker stuff. I'm gonna move it over here, but we're gonna make some gold in this smeltery first so we can make some casts for tools. I feel like that's the best way to go about it, just because we're gonna need to upgrade all these various patterns that we have into casts so we can use metal on our tools. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. I'm gonna take one pattern out, and what am I doing? Getting some wood. There we go. Cool. Let's make another pattern chest, and if you put a cast inside of it, it actually will hold the casts as well. So it can't hold patterns and casts, it can only hold one type, but having this little chest over by the smeltery will make it a lot better for holding our casts. See? So put that in. Now we have got a cast chest and a pattern chest over here. So we're going to take this cobble and we're going to make some stone parts for our casting. So just take all of these little patterns out because we're going to need a stone cast for all of them. So just cycle through and get all of them put together. So there we go, because eventually we're going to need all of these in order to make the tools, the various tools. I mean, I always like having a hammer because it makes resource gathering so much faster when you go to the nether, things like that. So it's definitely on my to-do list. So we're just going to make all of these that we've got so far, and that way we can cast them and kind of go from there. So the other ones we're going to want, I also want to get a hammerhead for the hammer. Excavator doesn't really matter, but I do want to make a tinker's sword because they're better. So let's just see. A broadsword I think is the one to go with. So wide guard, sword blade, tool rod. Cool. So we need a wide guard and a sword blade. Could do a long sword or a rapier, but I think we'll go with the broadsword. It's fine. Yeah, let's do the broadsword. I think that's fair weapon. So get the blade pattern, and we'll get the wide guard pattern as well. Back over to the builder, make these so we can cast them, put the hammerhead, and you can see just like we've almost burned through, took half a stack of cobblestone just to make all the like casting materials, but it's good. Once we get them made, you only have to do it one time, then you're finished, so it's not too bad. It just takes a little time initially. Now going back over to our smeltery, we've got our gold in there. We're gonna make a little bit more, just gonna throw all that in, why not? We're gonna want it for all these casts, and you just throw the item you want to make a cast for on the table, pour it, and it will make a cast. Easy as that. And then we can throw this in our cast chest for later when we're ready to actually pour some metal in. We can. Not bad. It's something you got to do when you're first doing tinkers, so I just wanted to show this to you guys. If you haven't done tinkers before, this is what the process looks like. You make stone parts, put them on the casting table, pour gold or aluminum brass over the top of them to make the cast. Then you can pour whatever metal you want in the cast. They're infinite use, they don't like break. So yeah, you only have to use the gold once. In this, you get enough gold that it, like, I can't be bothered to make aluminium brass. Like, that's more difficult than just putting gold in, and you don't really use gold for all that many things anyway, so I don't see it as a waste personally. Some people will disagree and think that aluminium brass is the only way to do casts, but I don't really care. I like gold casts because I'm lavish AF, so if you don't like it, too bad. With that being said, we did get the smeltery done, so that's cool. Got another quest out of the way for that. I just want to make all of these so I can get a nice set of iron tools, probably what I'm going to start with. You can make this cool thing called a polishing kit, and if you put obsidian polishing kit on like a pickaxe or a hammer or whatever tool, it makes it have the mining level of obsidian, so which is amazing. If you go, like, if you've ever played this before, there's like ardite and cobalt and stuff that you can alloy into manulium, and manulium is like amazing to use, but you need cobalt level to mine it. So if you put an obsidian polishing kit on your pickaxe, you can mine it with an iron pick and it doesn't even matter. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. I'm going to take out this iron so it doesn't alloy with the gold because it makes malin, I believe. Lead I don't think alloys with gold, so it should be fine. We're going to make a lead plate, I guess. I think that's okay. I don't know. Like, I'm not an expert on what's the best thing to make, but I want to get a hammer built because those are super useful. So I know that they need 2 plates and a hammerhead for sure, and I believe it's a tough rod is the other item. So we're going to do 2 lead plates because why not? I don't really have a use for lead right now anyway, but I can't even build a hammer on this. That sucks. That really sucks. So I have to get a tool forge in order to do this, which tool forge, not necessarily difficult to make. You take one of your part builders and then take 3 seared bricks and 4 blocks of whatever metal. So we probably have enough iron to do that. I just need to go about it. So I'm going to move all this over to the tinker's part over by the smeltery because free up the space a little bit. Makes it a little bit more organized. I mean, that's the point of having these different islands. I'm going to pour out this gold so we can put in our iron, throw that in, and where do we want to put these? Yeah, we'll put them over here. Yeah, this makes sense. We'll put them over here. So, throw... Yeah, we'll just slam it down there, whatever. Doesn't necessarily matter. Break this torch. We're going to pour out all this gold. The one thing with smelteries is if you don't empty them, it becomes really a pain in the ass to like use because the metal's just staying there until you pour them out, and if you don't have a full block it can take some time. So I find that if you do it as you go, it's a lot faster. So I'm just going to pour out all this gold because I don't really need it in the smeltery now. I've got all the casts that I want currently, and if I do want to make some more, all I have to do is put in these ingots or a block or whatever, and it'll melt down into gold that I can then pour out. So we're just going to do this. I think there's at least 1 more block of gold. Yeah, so get these. So I mean, look at all that gold. 3 blocks, 5 ingots, like that's so much. Then half a stack of iron, that'll make 64 iron bars once it melts down. There's 1 more block of gold. I'm going to wait until I can start pouring it before I put in the iron. I just really don't want it to alloy because malin is like useless, I think. So yeah, there's our iron. We were able to fit all 32 in the smeltery, so that I have it taller than it really needs to be. It only needs to be 1 level high in order to be functioning, but I like having a little bit extra capacity. You can melt more things at the same time, everything like that. So I went ahead and just built it out that way we have the space. Let's put these patterns back in the stencil table. Yeah, and that's for the polishing kit, or no, pipe. Where's polishing? Sign, plate, battery cell, laser medium. I don't even know what these do. Pan. Oh, there it is. Okay, sharpening kit. That's what it's called. So sharpening kit. If you put these in, I need some cob. Yeah, this cobblestone generator is great, by the way. Like, ugh, it's so nice not having to go over right-click grass to get them. So we'll take this sharpening kit, and we're going to make a cast. And if you add this with a flint, it upgrades your tool to that mining level. So if we do it with obsidian, we will get obsidian level, or actually it's cobalt level mining, on whatever it is that we're using. So let's go ahead, put in our